Could it be? But me, your man, Louie T, coming at you with this Louie T Network update. And it's that time again. Y'all know what it is, man. Season is vastly approaching. And I told myself I was going to do this sooner because I can be a bit tardy when it comes to these things. And my wife is always on me about making sure that I give people the opportunity to plan for things because a lot of times I do things on my timeline and it doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way, right? So I'm early this year. Louie T Network exclusives, a brand new year. I'm excited to say that last year was the most successful year of the Louie T Network, and the LTN exclusives was a part of that. We gave out nearly $3,000 worth of cash prizes last year, okay, which is way more than we ever have in the history of this channel. And so I'm excited to run it back again. The biggest issue I have with the money that I had last year, I didn't get any of it. I really didn't get any of it. I didn't win anything. I was pretty much 0 for last year. It was a shame. So this year I want to try to get my hands on some of this bread, but I wanted to come to you guys nice and early this year before training camp even hits, and you kind of get caught up in the minutia of that, and let you know about the LTN exclusives. And so, as always, we're running back the same three major exclusives that we had last year. The first is the Survivor Pool, and you guys are well aware of the Survivor Pool. I've been doing this now 11 years, this Survivor Pool. I can't believe it's been that long, and what's even worse is I've been doing this 11 years and I haven't won once. I have not won the Survivor Pool at all, ever, never, ever, 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 which is just a shame at this point. So I am like so determined this year to find a way to win. And every year something stupid happens to me and I get eliminated. I got eliminated in week 1 last year. If you remember, I went on a rant with the Denver Broncos losing to the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football, and I snapped. So it was because I was eliminated from the Survivor Pool, which is why I snapped. So I'm hoping to have a lot better luck this year. But as always, Survivor Pool is so much fun. For those of you who don't know how it works, it's simple. You pick a team to win a game for you. And if that team wins, you survive and advance to the next week. You can no longer pick that team for the remainder of the pool. And then you pick a new team the next week. If that team loses, you're eliminated. It's really simple. Okay. It's not really hard. It's not rocket science. And it's a ton of fun. And and usually these are over rather quickly. Last year, I think this thing was over by like week 9. So the cash prize, I think it was like either $400 or $500 went out at around week 8 or 9 last year. These things don't last very long because all it takes is one slip up. You step on one landmine and it's over, right? You can be so careful. You can set it up perfectly. You got 1 week. You get caught napping 1 week and it's over. So $20 entry fee. You can use one of 2 ways. As always, you can either go through CashApp. You see the cash tag down on the bottom of the screen. That's also down in the description of this video. Also, the link for you to sign up, the registration, is in the link of this video. And so, or the description rather of this video. So you click that link. I'm going to also post it to my community wall as well. So you'll have access to it there. I'll be putting it out on social media. So you'll have access to it there as well. And I'll be continuing to make sure that you guys are abreast of everything that's going on with this. So you sign up with the registration. The link is down in the description of this video. You pay your registration fee. You will then receive an email. Once both of those things have been taken care of, I received your money and you filled out the registration, you will receive an email letting you know that you are locked in, ready to go for the Soul Survivor Pool, the 11th annual Louie T Network Soul Survivor Pool. So it's, again, self-explanatory, pretty simple. You guys know how this works. Winners and losers is my absolute favorite. And this is probably year 6 or so we've been doing this. I've won twice, but I haven't won in 2 years. So I'm on a 2-year losing streak now, and I'm sick to my stomach. Boss Man won last year. The year before that, Carmen Rana won. And then I won the previous year, 2 years before that. So this is year 5 then, because I won the first 2 years. Carmen Rana won year 3. Boss Man won last year. I'm looking to get back into the winner's circle. As you can see, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's no championship belt. It's gone. Okay. The winner has taken the strap. I don't even have it. I have to get a new one for the winner this year. Hopefully that winner is me. You're talking to him. I started off slow last year, picked it up right around the midpoint of the season, got hot. I'm talking about piping hot. And then I fell off at the end and was not able to complete the comeback. It would have been epic. I was down 12 games right around like week 7 or 8. And then I rallied to within, I think, 2 games of the lead in about week 14 or so, 14 or 15. And then I fell off the wagon once again. But this is a ton of fun. And the reason I love it is because it's a year-long commitment. And not everybody's built for the year-long commitment. Obviously, it's 17 weeks, 18 weeks now of picks that you have to make. And I know things happen in life and, you know, you're not able to participate for an entire year. And I get that. But if you feel like you're able to do that, we're keeping track of your picks all year long. I love the person that likes to come to me. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm making these picks. If you're not in the winners and losers, if you're not in the pool, I'm not trying to hear that you went 14-2 this week. I ain't trying to hear it because I don't see it, right? Don't tell me what, show me with action. All right. Get in the pool. All right. The winners and losers league. Get in the league and show me what you're about. Don't tell me, show me what you're about. So that is, we have a ton of fun. It's going to be even more fun this year. And I'm going to tell you why here in a second. So stay tuned for that. But winners and losers, as I mentioned, is a pool that, or a league rather, where you put in picks every single week. You fill out your sheet every week, and we keep a running tally the entire season, and the person with the best record gets the entire pot. Winner takes all. The pot last year was $1,050. Okay, so we hit a rack last year. That's the first time we've ever done it, and I gave away $1,000. It pained me to give away $1,000, but gave away $1,000 last year, and a championship strap. So I was really hurt last year, right? $25 to get in the winners and losers league. And look, you can play as many times as you want. If you want to put 3 different, hands in, knock yourself out. Doesn't mean you're going to win. It does enhance your chances, but it doesn't mean you're going to win. But you're free to do it as many sheets as you want, and have as many profiles as you want. So $25, fill out the registration. The link is down in the description of this video. Again, you have 2 options to pay: Cash App or PayPal. You see my cash tag, you see the PayPal name. And again, all of those links that you need are down in the description of this video. And again, I'll be posting them all over on my community wall. I'll be posting them on social media so that you'll be aware of everything. You'll have access to everything, because I do not have my website anymore. I got rid of it because I really wasn't using it. This was the only thing I was using it for. So it was a waste of money. And so everything, I'm going to be very, very communicative. I will be very, very communicative. I will be very communicative with you. Whew, that took a while, right? That was tough. I'll be making sure that you're up to speed on everything. You'll have all the links. You'll have them in plenty of time. I'll have the results for you. And this year, why this is going to be a little bit more fun is I'm kind of going back to past years. Now, it's not going to be as comprehensive as it was once upon a time, where we were kicking it for 3-4 hours at a time. The upper room, for those of you who have been around long enough, y'all know what it is and what we used to do. But I will have a segment on my podcast every week updating the standings in both the Survivor Pool and the Winners and Losers League. Every single week as I'm making my picks, I will go over the leaderboard talk about the week that was and what the week upcoming looks like. So you will be abreast of what's going on, who's in first place, who's in second place, third place, so forth and so forth, what the records are. All of those things will be discussed this year, and I will be more interactive with you guys with these leagues, and we'll have a lot more fun that way because it's going to be a little bit more trash talking, a little bit more involved, and so I look forward to doing that with you guys as well. So $25, as I mentioned, to get in. That's the registration fee. The registration form is in the description. You click on that link, you fill it out. Once you pay your fee, whether it be Cash App or PayPal, and I receive that, you will receive an email letting you know that you have locked yourself in, you're good to go, and I will send you all of the instructions moving forward. So that is, of course, winners and losers. And then lastly, this is something that I really, truly do enjoy, the NFL Weekly Pick'em Pool. I told you, I'm a competitive dude. This is the thing that keeps my competitive juices flowing on a weekly basis during the NFL season. Winners and losers league is great because it's a season-long process, but you have time to bounce back. Should you have a rough week, you have a chance to bounce back next week. Or if you have a rough 2-3 weeks in a row, you got a chance to redeem yourself the next 2 or 3 weeks after that. With this, it's one and done, right? The best person that week gets all the money. And so NFL Weekly Pick'em Pool is something that I just absolutely love. I've been doing this since I was a kid. My dad used to have a pool that he ran at his job, and I ran it, and I was like 7, 8 years old, typing up all the sheets, getting them all the spreadsheets out to people so they knew what all the picks were. And so I've been doing this since I was a kid, and I've enjoyed it, and I'm keeping the tradition going. And I would love it if you guys would participate on a weekly basis. But again, to each its own. This is my way of being competitive. So $7 per sheet. Again, you can play as many sheets as you want. It does help you in terms of your chances. It doesn't mean you're going to win, but it does give you a better chance if you do it correctly. But $7 a sheet. Each week there will be a link for you to click on to fill out the sheet. And again, it's simple. We've all played in football pools. If you haven't, it's, again, simple. You just pick winners. That's all you're looking to do. And then Monday night, there'll be a tiebreaker where you have the points that you'll put between the two teams combined. And that will serve as the tiebreaker should you have the same amount of losses or wins, however you want to determine. But really, we just go by losses. It's easier that way. You're going to win more games than you're going to lose. And the person with the least amount of losses wins. If you are tied with someone else, then the points become the tiebreaker, and you have to get as close as you can to the amount of points combined from the two teams without going over that total. So you could pick, for example, 48 points. The two teams can combine for 46. Let's say the final score is 26-20. You pick 48. The person with the highest score that is under that 46 total is going to win. Even though you're closer at 48, you went over, right? So the person that has 37 points might be the next closest person. They win because they got the highest point total or the closest point total without going over. So you got to be careful with that. You got to know the two teams who are playing and kind of figure out what you think that the overall point total is going to be between the two teams. But anyway, so a ton of fun. Something we do on a weekly basis on the Louie T Network. And so you don't have to really worry about that one as much right now because it's a weekly thing. That sheet won't come out until closer to the start of the regular season. But the other two, the Soul Survivor Pool, you want to go ahead, get that registration out, pay your registration fee, get that out of the way as soon as possible. Same with winners and losers, $25 to get into that one, $20 to get into the Soul Survivor Pool. You want to fill out your registration, just get that stuff out of the way. Again, you got plenty of time, so you don't have to do it now, but the sooner the better, right? Get it out of the way. Don't have to worry about it as the season progresses, or as we approach the season, rather. I will be in contact with everyone to let you know what is the next steps that are required from you. And really, once you fill out your registration and pay your fee, you really don't have much more to do other than to fill out the actual form for the game for the first week of action. So you'll pretty much be set. And that's why I wanted to come on so early. And I'll continue to come on as the weeks progress. I'll continue to remind you about this and try to get it like we had it last year, where the winners and losers was over $1,000 for the pot. And the survivor pool was over $400 or $500 for that pot. So that's what we're aiming for. That's what we're striving for. We'll see if we can hit that. If not, it's still going to be a ton of fun. Again, looking forward to it. You guys were awesome last year. We're going to have even more fun this year because, like I said, I'm going to keep you guys abreast of what's going on. We're going to talk some trash. We're going to really be interactive with that, with these leagues and pools and things of that nature. So looking forward to you guys entering. The due dates, I see I have a comment in here. The due date is week 1. It's Thursday, September 7th is the due date. So you have all the way up until that last day before the start of week 1 to enter in to these pools. So it'll be, I think it's noon of that day. Like you want to have enough time for me to put the finishing touches on everything and send it out to the masses so everyone is well aware of what's going on. But yeah, we go all the way up until that first game of the season, which is Thursday, September 7th, when the Chiefs host the Super Bowl defending Kansas City Chiefs face off against the Detroit Lions. So Bart Scott, can't wait. You got any questions? You know how to hit me up. You can do it via social media. You can hit me up via email at LouieTeeNetwork at gmail.com. So you got plenty of ways to get in contact with me if you have questions about anything that I've said today. But $20 registration fee for the Soul Survivor pool. The link is down in the description. Fill out the registration form, pay your $20. You'll be locked into the Survivor pool, the 11th annual Louie T Network Soul Survivor pool. $25 for the registration fee for winners and losers. Registration form is in the description of this video. Click on the registration form, fill it out, pay your $25 via either Cash App or PayPal. Those links are down in the description as well. And then you're set there. You'll receive an email confirming that you are locked in, and we'll go from there. So that's it. That's all I have for you. You guys know what it is. We'll be talking about this all summer long as we approach training camp and into the preseason and things become even more realer. I'll be talking about this more and more as we get closer. But just wanted to come to you guys, start this process now. Hopefully you'll get in, the sooner the better. And like I said, Bart Scott, can't wait. It's game on. You in or you out? All right. A lot of y'all talk a good game, man. But when it comes to actually anteing up, a lot of y'all ain't about that life. A lot of y'all, oh yeah, I'm going to do it this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get in. And then I look and I'm like, where you at? Then when I start talking about I went 11-5 or this, yeah, I went 13-3. No, you didn't. You didn't get in. No, you didn't. You didn't go 13-3. All right. So put your money where your mouth is. All right. If you about that life, let me see you. All right. Anyway, I digress. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're a Washington fan, I'll see you later on tonight for the Command Post Live. For the rest of you, I will see you tomorrow for the Louie T Network podcast. We'll be live tomorrow afternoon, chopping it up. Haven't talked to you all week. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of NBA talk, a little bit of NFL talk. So how did your 4th of July weekend go? All of that stuff and more. We'll chop it up and talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. And if you're also a Washington Commanders fan, you'll have another episode of the Reign of Terror tomorrow. Just dropped the chapter 6 episode today. You'll have chapter 7 tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that as well. So with that said, you guys get out of here. You're going to hear from me about this and all the LTN exclusives over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm coming at you early this year. I'm proud of myself. I said I was going to do it and I did it. So looking forward to seeing you guys sign up, pay your registration fees, and looking to see y'all competing, man. God, I got to win the Soul Survivor pool this year. I want winners and losers because usually it's more, the pot is bigger, and it's more of a high because that's a year-long thing. You know, it's a season-long thing. But, man, I desperately want that Survivor pool. Another loss would be devastating to my ego. I need it this year, man. Anyway, I digress. Y'all get out of here. I'll see you guys next time. God bless. Game on. You in or you out? See you next time.